Morning from another murky day at Lalande. But just like yesterday, the sight of the chapel restorers outside the window, warming my heart. Bonjour! I see Sebastian's out there digging as well today. Actually, they've made a massive pile of earth. My goodness, they've done a lot since I went out yesterday. And I think Sebastian said today's the day they're going to be making the concrete to pour into the foundations as well. Right, let's go down and see how they're getting on.
Hello.
Morning, Natty.
Is Lancelot with that? No.
No, Lancelot's not something. He's with Philip.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're already up because Philip was with the engineer.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him since. Do you know how it went?
I think he's in the...
He's still there?
dining room. No, the engineer is taking some measurements outside.
All right, I'm going to go see how it's gone. Philip had a meeting with the engineer this morning to get the new plans for the Grand Salon so that we can try and replace the wooden beams with steel beams. We're so excited about the beams and I want to hear all about them, but first, good morning, my darling. Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, my other darling. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. As soon as he heard your voice, he was just sleeping here. As soon as he heard your voice, he went down and at the door with the steel going.
Well, we're so excited to see each other, aren't we? We're so excited. Can you tell me how it went?
Yeah, he's still here. It's the 3D machine.
Yes.
You might be able to hear it in the background, actually. And it's just sort of like that in different spots to, I suppose, make a 3D model of everything. And
Wow.
then-
Okay, but does he think it's possible to do what we want to do?
He hasn't mentioned that it wasn't.
It isn't. Okay, he's just doing
So
the calculations
I
for
just
it.
explained what's going on and what we'd like. So the calculations for the size of the steel beams, and he was like, "Yeah."
Great.
So that was it.
I have my tea and I'm going to start the day by going out to see the chapel restorers. And then let's go up and see Amory. Amory's still working upstairs in Chambre Henriette, continuing to destroy at the moment, just taking down the whole outside wall so that he can insulate it properly. Little molehills, big molehill. My goodness, the difference since yesterday. What a perfectly neat tranché, as they say in France. I don't know how you say it in English. Hole in the ground, but it's a more regular, organised hole in the ground. The word tranché. Alors aujourd'hui, vous le faites aussi.
C'est ça.
Alors vous avez chaud aussi aujourd'hui.
Ah oui, là, ça change de température, là.
Ah oui, j'imagine. D'abord, il fait un petit peu plus chaud et puis en plus, là,
bien, là.
oh là là, oui.
Ça chauffe bien. Après, ça sera de l'autre côté.
Oui,
Et le-
ça c'est cet après-midi.
C'est ça.
Ah, je viendrai voir aussi. Mais c'est parfait ce que vous avez fait.
Mais oui, parce qu'après, on a les emplacements de longrine. Hein,
Oui, oui.
donc, on est obligé de faire quelque chose au carré, quoi.
Et vous avez trouvé tout ça dans la terre.
Dans la terre, hein.
Mais ça, c'est partout ici. N'importe où qu'on creuse, on trouve des pierres.
Vous voyez, là, c'est, ils avaient mis de la pierre dessus, là. Ils avaient fait un lit de pierre.
Waouh! Toute la chapelle est sur un lit de pierre.
Eh ben, je pense que ça doit faire le... Est-ce que ça servait de drainage à l'époque?
Si ça servait de drainage, ça n'a pas fait un très bon travail.
Ça aurait pu être un mur. Vous voyez.
Oui, ça
Après,
continue.
faudrait voir avec les archéos, quoi.
Et oui,
C'est
qu'est-ce
un travail d'archéo, ça. Eux, ils arrivent à remonter l'âge de...
Absolument. Est-ce qu'ils ont mis ça sur une structure plus ancienne, peut-être?
Ben, vous voyez, là, on tombe sur le dur au niveau de la terre. Et après, vous avez des paliers. Des paliers de terre, en fait. En bas, vous avez donc le dur. On appelle
Oui.
ça le tuf. Le tuf. Au-dessus, vous avez une genre de terre végétale, une certaine.
Oui.
Après, vous avez un lit de pierre qui fait le tour. Et après,
Le gazon, après,
Le gazon,
la terre.
la terre qui s'est recomposée en végétaux.
Stripes of different materials. Oui, c'est vraiment surprenant quand même.
Mais là, tant mieux parce que quand on tombe sur le dur, parce que là, ça va faire un bon bloc.
C'est le sol naturel.
Le sol
D'accord.
naturel, ça.
C'est sur le dur parce que c'est
La-
regardez là-bas, là, c'est la pierre là.
Encore de la pierre là.
Ouais.
Oui.
Ce qu'on retrouve un petit peu dans les caves.
Et vous faites ça beaucoup, des caves aussi?
Cave à vin.
Ah, c'est bon à le savoir.
On a que les bouteilles vides. Donc voilà, on cherche des bouteilles pleines.
Mais non, pas encore. Bon, mais je vais vous laisser, mais je viendrai cet après-midi. À tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure.
It's great to see this in the chapel because this is the third major structural point that's being dealt with. First, they pinned the top of the facade, the front facade, which is leaning forward, back to the chapel. Then they repaired the vault that was extremely dangerous because brick vaults are very unpredictable, and the moment you have a hole in a vault like that, it could go at any time. And now finally they're reinforcing the foundations. That's also to stop the facade slipping again and to give the chapel more structure. Then they'll be going back into the chapel to prepare the walls for the paint restorers who'll be starting in March, and they'll also be building a French drain all around the chapel to make sure that we don't get that problem of damp again in future. Hello. Oh, it looks a lot better in here today. The dust has literally settled.
Yeah.
It's a much nicer working environment.
Yeah.
You're just removing all the conduit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fabulous. We've had the electrics running through conduit, but because Amory wants to build this wall forward, that's right, isn't it? Just put another wall to insulate between the two bedrooms.
And soundproof.
And so, yeah, because here everyone is telling us that in whichever bedroom they're in, they can just listen to the same TV shows as the person next door.
Well, if we're doing it from there to here.
Yes.
And then yesterday when I was thinking, well, if we're doing it from there to there, we might as well do it on the return as well.
Yeah, and get the soundproofing in.
Because there is the two bathrooms. This bedroom is that bathroom, and then
Yeah.
the other side is the other
One
side.
here and one there. So here there's no problem with sound because there's just a bathroom all the way along. That's great. We won't see that horrible conduit anymore.
Yeah.
How are you finding it in here?
Fine. Yeah. Just wasn't expecting it.
No, and there's nothing worse, is there, than an unexpected job just when you're getting on with the previous one.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave this one and carry on with the previous one?
No. No. I'll crack on with this, and then I won't leave until this is done, and then I'll get through the list for the snagging in the bedrooms,
Yeah, okay.
and then yeah, boiler room, and then finish that work. And then all those jobs are done, and then I've got no excuse just to lock the door in the workshop and just.
Tell us all to...
Nah. But no, it makes sense to get this room and do it properly as well. So I mean, properly in the sense that putting some insulation in here and having nice, clean walls.
I have to say, I was really disappointed on the day that I was going to start the painting. But now I'm really happy, actually. I've completely turned around. I'm absolutely at peace with it. It's going to be so much nicer to have the soundproofing, to have the insulation. I can see there was a bit of insulation. We put that in when we first arrived, but really just at this base bit of the wall.
But yeah, that's it. It's just there.
Yeah, so that it really wasn't
It was
doing
just
that.
here.
You'll find more actually on this side. You'll find a bit behind there as well.
But you know, you
We-
need it.
Yeah, you need it there,
You need it
definitely.
there. That's why the rooms are so cold in the winter and so hot in the summer, because there's no barrier.
See, we couldn't do much because of funding, but now things are better. And that's the lovely wallpaper that was here before. I remember that wallpaper, actually. It's good that there's still some left, though, isn't it? Just for future generations to find look at your face. Seriously, I get excited about finding old wallpaper, and people will in 100 years' time as well.
Did you choose a colour?
Yeah, we've ordered it.
Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm all over it. It's ordered, it's done.
How
And
would you
we're
like
still
to-
traumatised from sitting next to us when we were choosing the colours yesterday.
That's painful. What was coming out of both of your mouths for the reasoning not to choose a colour was just beyond me. Beyond me. Phillips was majority of his issues were the colour didn't suit the time period.
Time period, he was
the
very
furniture.
much time period based, yeah. You should have seen Emery's face at the table yesterday. I should have filmed you, not just the colours.
But it was what, an hour?
Yeah, at least an hour to choose the paint colour, at least. But look how badly we got it wrong last time. We had to be more careful.
There's finding a balance between the two.
Anyway, it's ordered. It's on its way.
Wow, cool.
Good to see you, Dave.
Yeah, good to see you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent.
Very
The
good.
place always looks 100 times better after you've been.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
See you later.
We're coming to join you and stare at you over lunch. It's getting creepy now, isn't it?
It's been lovely.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't drool.
Yeah, we will do it. Just a little bit of drool. Day 3 of us doing the intermittent fasting and just watching you eat. Still, it's nice.
I don't know why you did it.
Oh, it's dark chocolate.
Chocolate chapel. Not our chapel, sadly. A chapel in Amsterdam, and Michael brought it. I wonder, I don't know, is it possible to get our chocolate, our chapel made in chocolate.
Smells
Yeah.
good.
Dave, we need your help. We need to know if this is good chocolate.
I tried to persuade them.
No, oh,
He said
Dave,
no.
come on for the team.
Oh,
I eat chocolate. Yeah.
you
For the
can say
team.
no.
For the team,
He's not a
that's-
British man here in the house.
For the team.
Peer pressure.
Actually, sorry, I take it back. It's actually not that bad.
I like it.
Yeah, good chocolate. Wow.
Not super sweet, which is
Yeah, which is great. Okay, at 4 o'clock, I will be tasting the chapel. Never thought I'd say those words. Sebastian just came to call me back out. I think he started on the concrete, so trusty coat. Well, I can hear something going on. Oh, yes, it's happening. So this is a mix of sand and gravel mixed with cement. That makes concrete, and that is going to keep our chapel foundations in place. Bientôt, vous aurez un t-shirt si ça continue comme ça.
On va attendre un peu. Il faut boire du whisky.
Delightful. It's like baking a cake. Whilst they get on with concrete making, I'm going to pop into the garden because I think Kirsty's here today. Well, I can't see Kirsty anywhere, so I checked in the greenhouse and I have to show you what I found because look at all of the work that Ombeline's been doing. It's so beautiful. This is lamb's lettuce. Then we have normal lettuce. This is called frisé in France. I don't know what the English word is, but I love this one. It's quite bitter. Lots and lots of rocket. Oh, and then lots of parsley. You know what? I'm going to grab lots of that for dinner tonight. Philip said he was going to make us pasta with a sausage sauce tonight, so I think lots and lots of parsley, and that will be absolutely delicious. And Pavlina, look, the geraniums are coming on really well. You'll be happy to see them looking so healthy. I think we could do with more vegetables, and that says black radish. So I'm going to see if I can actually find any more black radish under here. Whoa, I was not expecting this. We are not going to starve. I'm going to grab a couple of these. I'll see if I can make a black radish soup. I was heading back to the kitchen with all this, but we're going on a deviation because Sebastian's just told me that this is it. They're going to start putting the concrete against the foundations into the rebar. Off we go. Oh, you can tell he's done this a few times already. We're crossing the empty wheelbarrow on the way. And I can hear Amory working up in Henriette. I think taking off yet more of the old plasterboard. And that rebar is just going to hold everything in place and give extraordinary strength. Quelques brouettes encore en plus. They're all washed now, so I'm going to look up a good recipe. Let's go back up and see how Amory's getting on. Hello. Oh, that looks good. Well, I mean, I may be one of the only people in the world who thinks that looks good, but it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks healthy, you know?
Yeah, it does. It does actually. Yeah.
Feels like things are getting done.
Tidy up and then start rebuilding.
And you've got rid of all of the electrics.
Yeah, all the electrics is nice.
Yep.
Except for that down there.
Back to square one.
Yeah.
And done better than before, which feels right.
I think, as long as it's got a couple of weeks of this kind of weather, I think you'll feel, once it's insulated and boarded, you'll feel an instant.
But can you imagine with the carpet as well?
It's interesting to see the structure as it is, because other than a bit of staining here and there from past years, there's nothing standing out really like, oh my god, there's a leak there. It's weird. It's really
It is
weird.
really weird. No one can say we have not thoroughly checked for a leak.
Yeah.
And also, I just spoke to the chapel restorers because their company also does windows.
Yeah.
And I've asked for a quote for the 3 windows of these 3 bedrooms, double glazed. So they should get back to me quite soon with that.
It's a shame, isn't it?
But you haven't got time. You haven't, Amory. It's not possible.
No, I know. It's just annoying.
I know you're so good at making windows, but it's just you can't do everything.
So it was England.
All right, well, it's getting slightly darker. I'm going to go out and see how the chapel restorers have got on with that foundation. Do you want to come and look? It's really fascinating. You did.
I went after my coffee.
So it's all still happening out here. There goes another wheelbarrow load. And that pile has got a lot lower. Right, let's follow this wheelbarrow. Vous n'êtes pas trop loin maintenant.
Non, parce que là, en fait, le trait de niveau, il est là. Oui.
Ah, ben vous y êtes absolument presque.
Voilà. Donc il reste plus qu'à remplir le coin là et puis.
Oui. Et est-ce que ce sera la même chose de l'autre côté?
Oui.
Alors un autre grand trou à faire. Sebastian was just telling me that the company he works for, who organise all of these renovations, actually started in 1936. That is quite something for a building firm. You off home?
Yes, we're going home.
Night night.
Okay,
Have
bye-bye.
fun and eat well, because every day you come in, you've had something delicious the night before, and I'm super jealous. Oh, someone doesn't want you to go.
You wanna come with us?
Oh,
I think Molly will not be.
Molly's going. Sorry, darling. Bye.
Bye.
My favourite time of the day.
When I'm cooking.
This is it when we're together in the kitchen and you're cooking. And we are having sausage pasta. Oh, look at that.
We're having just a bunch of leftovers. It's still leftover time.
It's fine. It's good. We can use up everything that we find in the freezers.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And so there's some pasta from yesterday was left over, so I added that to it. And there was some tomato sauce, an open can that still smelled okay. Use that.
We'll know tomorrow.
Yeah, and also some onions that, so shallots, sorry, that most of them I had to bin. A couple that were all right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I picked lots and lots of parsley for us, so I'll cut that up for this. And I've started cutting up black radish because I want to make a soup with it. But actually, we don't need it tonight. So I'll roast it tonight, and then tomorrow I'll make it into a soup. It's more delicious if it's roasted first. I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil on them, and then I'm going to cook them in the air fryer, roast them there, just because there's no point in turning on the big oven when there's only two of us in the house. I've covered it all with salt and pepper, and I'm just going to roast that for 20 minutes, and then it can just wait overnight and I'll use it tomorrow. We've got a tin of my mother's sun-dried tomatoes. Well, that would be good in the sauce. Shall I cut some of these up as well?
Yeah, lovely.
I think Lancelot thinks he's hiding completely. He
And
doesn't realise the ears are giving him away.
Gosh, I love them so much.
We're having Italian red to get us in the mood because this weekend is Venice.
Hope you're hungry.
Oh, I'm very hungry.
3.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. And now for the parsley from the garden.
From the garden.
Thank you for another perfect day. And to tomorrow and more adventures at Lalande.
And bon appetit.